Hey guys, welcome back to another cinematic disaster review. I'm your host Nick. Today's going to be a little bit different from what we're going to normally be doing. This is going to be one of my solo reviews. I'm going to be getting content out. Devin's also going to be getting some solo content out. And then we're going to upload this stuff later in the week. I know he's got a Spider-Man tier video that's going to be coming up sometime over the next week and a half or so. Could be a little bit, next day or two. Could be, a little bit later in the week, but be on the lookout for that. Look forward to that. I've got some other movie reviews coming out, possibly some TV show reviews coming out. But to bridge that, today I'm going to actually be doing a TV show review rather than a movie review, like I normally would do. And I'm going to be reviewing the Netflix original series, Arcane. That's also known as the League of Legends series. It's the series that's, I believe, actually a prequel to the League of Legends game itself. League of Legends, obviously one of the most popular games in the world right now. Arcane, super popular. I think it's actually Netflix's most watched show, or at least was the most watched show in opening, I think. Either way, very impressive. But I'm going to be reviewing that today. So I've seen Arcane twice, all the way through. So far, I watched it, and I loved it so much that I went again and watched it again because I had to see to make sure of certain things. I wanted to see what would come through in a second watch. Because Arcane is a show that is deep in lore. League of Legends is deep in lore. There's a lot to it. And it's one of those things where you can't just watch it and pick up on everything at once. It's something that you're going to go, every time you go back and watch it again, you're going to notice something slightly different or something that makes sense. And it might be in connection to the game, could be a connection to the lore itself, could be a connection to the show. There's a lot to it. For those of you who don't know what the show is about, it takes place in the League of Legends universe, and it basically follows a cast of characters between these two cities. Well, technically it's one city, which is Piltover, and then the Undercity. And basically, it follows around these two sisters, which are Powder and Vi. And I don't really want to get into anything with spoilers with this because this is one of those shows that is just so good. And I don't like to usually do spoilers in my reviews anyways, just because that's just not what I like to do. Unless it's something that's super big and I feel the need to talk about it. And if you guys want me to do a spoiler review for Arcane, I will do that as more of an open discussion. Maybe I'll do a live video if you guys are interested in that, but that's something in the future, I would say. But I want to talk about the medium itself, the piece of art that Arcane is. There's a lot of really good things about Arcane. The writing is phenomenal. The writing for the show is great. I know, again, I've said this before, but the League of Legends lore is very extensive. This show connects a lot of things that these people have been planning for a long time. And if you look at certain details in the show and in the games, a lot of stuff becomes apparent now. Stuff that they had talked about in the game, 4 or 5 years ago, that are now making sense. And that goes as character interactions with each other. Certain characters were saying things, and it's like, oh, why does that character say that? And because of the show, it now makes sense. Because ultimately what the show is the kind of showing how these characters got where they did, how they've gotten to the point they're at now, which is in the game. But again, back to the review itself here, the writing for the show is phenomenal. Everything connects. That's the best way to describe it, is everything connects. All the little details that you don't think connect, they connect. Everything connects. Everything has an impact. Dialogue for the characters is really good. It actually feels real, and it feels powerful. It doesn't just feel like it doesn't feel Hollywood, if that makes sense, which I think is really impressive. The animation for the show is absolutely insane. It looks fucking great. It is just absolutely outstanding. The character design is phenomenal. The artwork, because there's a lot, I want to say this, the artwork for the show and some of the backgrounds that they do are really, really, really well done. It's fucking beautiful. There's one scene I can think in particular towards the end of the season, which is just this beautiful, beautiful background, which you can see was drawn, and it's just absolutely outstanding. And it's just, I don't know. I grew up as a fan of Batman the Animated Series, so I love drawn backgrounds, and just I like seeing animation over top of that. I just think it works really, really well. Pacing for the show is great. The soundtrack's really, really good. Everything has meaning. All the songs feel like they have meaning. Feels like it means something to the characters. It feels like it means something to the audience, which I think is the goal of anything. Pacing for the series is great. Really, really, really good. There's never really a dull moment, and there's never really a moment that feels too fast or too rushed. At least not for me personally speaking. Character development throughout the show is phenomenal. It's actually probably some of the best character development in a TV show that I've seen over a single season in a really, really long time. And Devin will tell you, I watch a lot more TV than he does. He's not a huge fan of the TV medium. I love TV. This is something special. I highly recommend to anyone who's interested at all in this. If you like animated series, if you like well-written series, if you like just good old-fashioned TV, watch Arcane. It's really, really good. I honestly cannot find a flaw in this fucking show. And that could very easily change with future, seasons. Adding more content is always going to give you the possibility of ruining something special. Game of Thrones. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I have a cough. But no, Arcane is something that's really, really good. And again, just how in detail and how in depth that it actually is incredible. I would give Arcane a 5 out of 5. I recommend it to anybody who's interested in League of Legends, who's interested, again, in just high quality television. It's something that does not come around often. It's something special. So again, if somebody wants me to do a Arcane discussion, we could do that live. We could actually get people asking questions and talking about it. I would love to do that. Let me know in the comments if you have, any recommendations or anything you want to see us react to or review. Let us know in the comments. If you saw Arcane and you liked it or you didn't like it, let us know what you thought in the comments. And as always, this has been a Cinematic Disaster Review. Signing off. See you next time, guys.